I'm so glad you could join me today again. um, Today we're gonna do a nice little interesting painting. I thought I don't want a painting with bright colors, but I've been wanting to do a black and white painting. But I thought today it wasn't the day. It wasn't meant for this painting, so we're gonna postpone that. But I will do a black and white painting. Um, but for now, I think we're gonna do a painting where it's more subdued, not as bright, not as dark. Don't like you'll see right now. It's hard to explain in my thoughts of imagination and all that. Now, let me run the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. While you're doing that, let me tell you what I got done up here. I have a 16 by 24 inch, 16 by 20 inch canvas, pre-stretched, double prime, and that's it. Like I don't think I added gesso, and my medium's to the side, so that's the same. So let's get started with today's painting. I say so a lot. I just realized that. Okay. Hopefully they ran the colors across the screen already. They're gonna be in the same order in from my palette. Let's get started. I'm gonna get some medium, and I'm gonna go into phthalo blue with my 1-inch brush. And I want a little touch of mountain mixture and a little touch of dark sienna. Sort of gray this blue down so it's not as bright. Maybe a little white. Let's come up here. Oh, that's muddy. This will give you the confidence not to be scared when you become a mud mixer. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna grab a 2-inch brush. I don't want to dirty more brushes. Some medium. And just tap that paint on to your brush and put it on to your canvas. So it really doesn't matter how you apply the paint. What matters is you apply the paint. But you see, it's not as bright, for say, as one of my other paintings. One of my typical paintings. I really just want to get the color on. I really don't care about anything else right now. Needs a bit more color. Just mixing that color onto my brush. Damn, it took me 4 minutes just for a sky. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to speed it up. Titanium white. And I'm gonna go right into that white. Get our light spot. I think that's good there. Something like that. Now, let me Let me put some distant trees. I'm gonna go into my fan brush, a little bit of mountain mixture, a little bit of white. It should gray it down a bit. What the heck? Even a little cadmium yellow just to take it to the green side a bit. Just a bit. Don't want to overdo it. Let's come up here. And decide where maybe some distant trees would live. Just by tapping and pulling your fan brush down. Every time I use my fan brush, what I like to do is go over it with a 2-inch or a 1-inch and just pull upwards. And you can blend out the base a bit. Before I forget, I think I want a cloud or two. So I'm going to some titanium white paint. And just moving your brush in circles. Don't let your brush stop moving. For me, my mentality is when that brush stops, either that's the end of the cloud or I'm just reloading my brush a bit more. But if you work too much in one spot, it'll look like a big old circle in one space, and for the most part it doesn't look the best. Corner of the 2-inch brush that I use for the sky and the foothills, and just go across. I blend the bottom, lift up the paint, and then I just go across to remove those streaks. Maybe here. Maybe it's similar to Wednesday's painting when it comes to clouds. Maybe something like so. Lift up that paint, go across, and maybe I'll put a nice stringy cloud that just floats by there. Maybe over here too. And just sort of go across. Just like that, you have your clouds and all that going on. Now, let's get to the interesting part. I thought today we could do like a nice waterfall. So, I'm gonna go into a little bit of phthalo blue. Some medium, actually, now I think about it. Not too much. Let's come up here. Maybe something goes off in the corner, hides in. Just pull it. Maybe I want to extend it out just a bit more. Okay. Oops, dropped one of my brushes. Pick that up. Okay, I'm gonna go into my 2-inch, load it up with mountain mixture. It has a little bit of cadmium yellow, and I want to land here at the top. And same thing for the other side. Okay. Now, let me grab a fan brush. We'll go into some of that mountain mixture. And maybe there's some rocks, but let me sketch out those rocks a bit. I think it'll do me a big advantage sketching them out before I actually put them in. So I kind of know where to work on. Shoot. But if you guys just want to have at it, have at it. Don't, just because I'm sketching it out doesn't mean you have to sketch it out. I feel like I have to sketch it out a bit. Just at least a pattern. So I won't forget where I want my rocks to be at. It'll help you a decent amount. But again, it's up to you whether or not you want to go ahead and do that. Sorry, I'm trying to grab something and I couldn't grab it. Okay. Maybe this one comes out, brings it down. You can always change it. If you sketch it out, you can always change it to fit how you think it's supposed to. Again, I think I'm gonna want my rocks like this. So I'm gonna go crazy. I don't really care at this point. I'm gonna go crazy. Shoot. Maybe there's a rock that just covers the two. And just like that, kind of have my pattern. Now, I'm gonna highlight the grass a bit. I'm going to cadmium yellow with my 2-inch brush. Maybe even a little bit of mountain mixture. Just to darken it up a bit. And what the heck? A little bit of dark sienna to tone it down. A little bit of ochre. Yellow ochre. Oh yeah, I like that. It's not too bright. It's like a nice color that I like. When you're painting this, paint it to your liking. A bit of cadmium yellow just to give it some sparkles here and there. Because the light has to hit some places. Okay. something like so. Now I'm gonna go into some titanium white paint with my 2-inch. Really load up my brush. It's polluted with that blue. Well, I'm just gonna pull straight down. I'll fix it up in a bit. Look, just like so. And I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna go into a little bit of phthalo blue. That's way too much. Little bit of, or more white than blue. Just to act as, you guys saw this 2 paintings ago. Has a little river that's coming down from the back. And it'll give your painting texture, and it'll make it, at least for me, it always makes it more 3D looking. You can grab some white. And you can pull some of it with your palette knife. It's up to you. And I usually blend it out a bit. Okay. Where are we at? 17 minutes. Okay. Now, let me add maybe some dirt for our little, for the grass that we have up there. Maybe there lives, we gotta have some dirt to support it. Maybe our dirt goes off a bit. Goes off course just for a little bit. There we go. More dark sienna to the mixture because it was dark sienna and ivory black. Now I put more dark sienna and some white. Just a little bit. Okay. Let's put a bridge. How does that sound? I think a bridge would look good in the painting. Dark sienna, ivory black. Let's come up here and just block in our basic indication for a bridge. Okay. Try to keep those lines straight, don't go lower or higher, because then it just won't look right. You can always make it higher or lower after you gave it that one go. But don't try to do it the first go. And I think that's a good size. So I'm gonna leave it. Okay. And basically we have a bridge like that. So some of our dark sienna white. Now I want the handlebars where someone would grab on to be more to the sienna side more than the white side. This is something you would see more in person than on camera, but I'm hoping you could see it on camera too. Now this painting has lots of texture, I'll tell you that much. And you can just go back with your blue, just lightly. Now we're at the 20-minute mark. Okay, let's go into a little bit of that dark brown. Maybe this rock comes over here. And I'm gonna block in everywhere I think I want to. And I'm gonna start by putting in the dark color. That's all I'm gonna start by doing. That's why you see a little bit of white. That's done on purpose. In order for our highlights. Just the basic. I like to think about this like a coloring book. You're just coloring in, just filling in with your fan brush, really. Okay, some brown, some of that dark brown color. Shoot. Now, I'm gonna pile up the highlight color we've been using. And with my fan brush, I'm gonna go into our light color and fill in that white gap. Okay. And I'm gonna show you a trick by using the same color, how I can make it stand out more. Not changing a single color. Hint, hint, it's using the palette knife. But just with my fan brush here and there. I'm telling you guys, texture will be your friend. As you can see, it kind of stands out, kind of doesn't. Using our palette knife, same color, and just with that little roll of paint, it'll help it stand out more. Now if you put some white onto it, look, let me just show you. A little bit of white, nothing crazy. It'll stand out even more. I think one day I should attempt to do a painting using purely a palette knife. Shoot, that would be a challenge for everyone, even for me. I mixed dark sienna and white because I ran out of the original color I had. But you could do the same thing for the shadows, and it'll also pop out. If everything starts to blend in, I always suggest go to your palette knife. Palette knife could be your best friend. You just gotta learn how to use it. And just like that, you have so many rocks going on. I'm not gonna say something simple because it's not that simple, but it's not that complicated either. Let's put in little rock that comes out here. Use the small side of my palette knife to kind of wedge it back a bit. Again, dark sienna and white. I should make a tube where it's dark sienna and white just mixed already. Okay, I'm gonna start putting in our highlights here. If you overmix your paint, it's gonna be one solid color. But if you undermix it, ooh, the benefits you have. You can do a look that something that looks like it took you weeks going through black, white, and so many colors. You could accomplish in a couple of minutes by just doing that. Just not over mixing the paint. That's a habit people have, to overmix it, which is okay. Some parts of paintings you need a well mixed color. But usually for landscapes, you can get away with what I like to call a marbled color, because nature, there's many colors and you don't need a solid color really. Okay, dark sienna, and I'll put in my mountain mixture. I'm gonna use my big palette knife. You could just go back and forth with this technique, and you might get a bit tired of it. I was gonna say you'll never get tired of it, but some better phrasing. Oh my god, I choke up at times. Better phrasing to say was, it'll always work for you. Because it will. It will always work for you. Some people prefer how my right side's looking since there's white involved. Some people prefer how the other side's looking since it's black and highlights. I'm gonna really push in that dark color for two reasons: to get it in that fabric and kind of blend those colors, and also because I ran out of that color, and I currently run out of mountain mixture as well. And they're telling me to wrap this up, and I mean I mean really myself. Some white. Okay, and I'm gonna sort of cover in those light holes. I don't want those light holes. Wow, took us a while for that. Let me finish this and wrap it up. So this mountain mixture and a little bit of yellow, some mountain mixture I had left, like a thin amount. Okay, doesn't matter if you fill up everything. A 2-inch brush. Load up your brush. And just go after it with the highlights. Little yellow ochre. Look at that. Top part's good. I could have done better here, but overall not too bad, not too shabby. And I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna put the indication of some foam. Just by really pushing at it. Well, I think I'm gonna add one tree. Shoot, where do I want my tree? Let me load up my brush a bit more. I'm sorry for keeping you guys extra time. I think that's good. Just a little indication. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Wasn't my best one? No. Can I improve it? Yes. but I just need to practice a bit more, speeding the paintings up, you know. But until next time, I like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck. Send me a photo if you can, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye, my friend.